Still ringing. There it goes. Okay, welcome back to Woodstock Guitar Guy. It's a beautiful early winter day up here in Woodstock, New York. And we're celebrating Black Friday here. Today is day after Black Friday. This was a Black Friday purchase from Guitar Fetish. It is a Astrea. You can kind of see it there. I don't know, Astrea. And this is their best acoustic guitar. This is what they say. This is the best they can do. And I personally think they hit it out of the park, myself, personally. It's the AS820E. And it has a pickup. It's got one of their GFS EAP 510, 540, I can't see it, 560. Anyway, it's one of their top preamps, 4-band EQ, tuner, phase, all of that. It's got the piezo in the bridge, you know. I don't believe it has a microphone. But this guitar, when I tell you how much I paid for it, I was shocked. I mean, I've had a few of these Astreas in here, and you know, I've sort of been working my way through the line, you know, just to kind of, and they're very inexpensive. Okay, these are budget guitars. But I waited and waited for this to come on big sale, and Black Friday was the big sale. So, so I grabbed it, and I paid. I've got to say, I probably paid about $230 for this guitar after everything was all said and done, plus shipping, and it costs a few bucks to ship. Okay, but what you get for this guitar for $230 is insane. I mean, I've got a lot of acoustic guitars here. I've been playing acoustic for over 40 years, and professionally, and what you get for $230 with one of these 810Es is it's just insane. I mean, I don't know how they do it. I don't know how they afford it. I don't know how. Now, here's what it says about this guitar. I'm going to tell you what it says. It says, the Astrea AS820E is our very best acoustic guitar. Now, let me just say something. I mean, Guitar Fetish sells a lot of guitars, and they sell a lot of acoustic guitars. And for them to say this is their best, I was like, okay. And then they come in with a roughly $30 price tag. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. How do you do it for $230? It is a solid AAA Canadian Sitka spruce top, and solid African mahogany sides. We're going to look at them in a minute. And backs. There's no plywood. It's all solid wood. Okay. It's also extremely well adorned with abalone. And believe me, it is. This thing has abalone like everywhere. It's got the abalone purfling, and the headstock has the abalone logo. There's a rosewood face on the headstock. That's the rosewood face. The neck is, let's see, we'll get there. Not sure. But it goes on to say this is a completely handmade instrument. Now, this is going to make my local luthier upset, but I'm sorry. You know, I mean, I'm supporting my local luthier, and I love the work he does. But when something like this comes along, I mean, he doesn't know yet. He might get one of these for Christmas, okay? We've compared it side by side with solid wood dreadnoughts costing well over $1,000. And we find that the 810's great low end, clear treble, and full firm loud voice to be extremely competitive. We've added one of our best acoustic electric units, the GFS EAP 540 preamp, with their ATZ055 under saddle piezo pickups. Incredibly sophisticated 4-band acoustic preamp. It's got one of the most stable tuners we've ever used. Perfect choice for louder stages. I'm going to actually use this guitar live in about a week here, doing a big show. But here's the thing. It just absolutely plays great. I mean, the neck is perfect. Feels great. They put like really good tuners on here. I still have my label. This label this is for the Diodario coated strings that they've got on here. We'll talk about that in a minute. But it's got the decent tuners. Look at the back. I mean, come on. This is absolutely gorgeous. This is African mahogany. Look at it's got all that abalone. Okay. It's all up and down the neck. And I wanted cedar top. I mean, I've got a bunch of, okay, I messed up. It's not a Sitka spruce top. This is the cedar version, okay? Cedar top. I went with the cedar. So that would be the AS820E, not the AS, the AC. Because I wanted cedar. I've got a lot of Sitka spruce stuff going on here, and you heard us coming in. So I made an interesting discovery, which was that I have a second guitar here, which I've had for a couple of years now, and came from China. It's a copy of a Martin. It's a Charton, I guess you would call it, and my discovery is that I believe it was made by the same shop as this guitar. And the way I came to that conclusion was, first of all, they're both beautiful. They're very well made instruments, and I'm going to bring this one up in a second. This is a OM42 copy, and what it is here. This is like a D35, D45 copy. But what the giveaway was here on the bridge. These little rosettes of abalone were the giveaway, because they are also they're also here on this guitar, the same little rosettes. Okay, this was about a $300 guitar with shipping. I believe it's solid. The way you can kind of tell is you look down here. Let's put this one away. Here, put this one over here for now. And you look down in the hole, down in the sound hole, and you look at the grain as it runs on the back of the guitar, and then you flip it around, and if the grain matches the back, then you know it's solid. It's not plywood. This is a beautiful guitar. Plays great. It's got the same neck. Different tuners, but it's got that same little, I forget what they call it. They have a name for this. It's supposed to protect your neck from getting broken when you drop the guitar. This is a really sweet guitar that has, it's only gotten better over the last couple of years. The sound has really opened up on it, and it's a small sounder, not a big sounder like the Dreadnoughts, but I like the small sounder. It plays, both of these guitars play like dreams. I mean, they're just like, what's not to like? And they're not thousands of dollars. Now, I'm not saying that they're a substitute for, very expensive guitars. Very expensive guitars have their own thing going on, and we get that. We totally, I get it. But the less expensive guitars have their own thing going on too, and that's the part of it that I find most fascinating, is how do they do it? And if this is hand-built like this one, which it very well could be, it's got the signature. It's got, looks like Eric Clapton's signature. It's the signature model copy. You can still get them. They're totally worth it. It's got the Fishman. I don't know if it's a authentic Fishman or not, I may pull it and put a real Fishman in there one of these days. You never know. But it works. It does a nice job. But we're talking about the Astreas, and I'm just going to say that for the money, you just can't go wrong. Now you hear the difference in tone. Much bigger. Got a lot more, low end going on there. I think the fretboard is Laurel. I don't think it's rosewood, but that's okay. It's got bone on the nut. It's got bone down here. And I'm going to have a lot of fun with this guitar. I can tell already. Now, what I want to say to GFS, if you're listening, is that, I've got these other Astreas here, and the other ones all came with like some pretty funky tuners, and all I can say is, look, man, I'll pay the extra $20, just put some good tuners on there. I don't think you can go wrong with just giving, adding some good tuners, because I know you sell like tons of great tuners down there at GFS. So, these Astreas, this model, top of their line for $230, and it's got good tuners on it. Let's do it, man. Let's go. And for a few extra dollars, you can. I've upgraded all the tuners on the other Astreas. I changed them out. I think maybe the Parlor I left. The Parlor didn't seem to need it, but I've got two others here. The tuners are just not. They're not as good as this. These are very nice tuners. What else am I going to say? I haven't plugged it in yet. I have to use the tuner. It does work. I'm going to plug it in. I wanted to talk a little bit about the Diodario coated acoustic guitar strings. I don't buy the coated. Never did. I always buy just the straight up regulars, and I'll probably take these off at some point and put the regulars back on. But I'm going to give them a chance, see what happens. But I think the jury is still out on coated versus regular. If the regulars have slightly better tone, a little more resonance than the coated. I mean, I know the coated will last a long time, but if you're like me, you're looking for the tone. You want the tone. My fingers obviously still squeak, even though they're coated, so you can hear the squeaking. So I don't know what the advantage is, except maybe they last a little longer, but that's okay. The frets are beautiful. They're exactly the kind I like, which are not too big, not too small, just right, mediums, I guess. And what else am I going to say? And it just came perfectly packaged. Oh, geez, I just opened it. I haven't done a thing to it except tune it up. Beautiful. Just simply gorgeous guitar. And, we'll have great fun with this. You can't go wrong. I'll say it one last time. If you're looking for an inexpensive acoustic guitar that plays great, sounds great, stays in tune, has great pickup in it, I mean, there's just, forget it. There's no other, I haven't found another option that surpasses what they've managed to do with this Astrea line, and this being the top of the heap. Top of the GFS heap. So with that, I'm going to go out, play some more acoustic guitar. We'll do some finger picking. Do some more playing going out. I want to thank you for tuning in, and thank you for tuning in. And if you like it, hit subscribe, share, join, send me a comment, pass it on down the line to your friends. I've got a bunch of these now. This is number 34. Hard to believe. We're just cruising right along, heading towards 2026. How crazy is that? More guitars and a whole nother story next week. Hopefully we'll have a handmade beauty from my local luthier here. He's been working on it for a long time. I've got a lot of still photos of the progression of him building the guitar. So what we're going to do is we're going to episode number 35 is going to be like a slideshow, kind of showing you the various stages of the thing, and then the guitar. And I'm very excited. It's just about finished and sounds great. I think it'll be a whole different show than this guitar, but this guitar holding its own. This is I'm telling you. We used to call them campfire guitars, you just kind of throw them around. And you could buy this and have the greatest campfire guitar in the world for a couple of $100. So with that said, thank you so much. We'll see you next time. Peace, love from Woodstock, New York. Michael Veitch, Woodstock guitar guy. Okay, cheers.